Front foot press, please. Front foot. Okay, fair delivery. Now go to the catch, please. Give me the best angle. Took it inside. Keep it rolling through. Keep it rolling through. Give me another angle, please. Better angle than this. Looks like fielder touching the boundary. Keep it rolling through one more time. Director, can you zoom it there, please? Can you zoom it there? Okay, move forward frame by frame, slowly, slowly. Have you got any other angle, please? Any other angle? From this angle, we can't clearly say whether it's touched or not. Take it back and go, move forward. Take it back and move forward slowly. Take your time, take your time. This must be the good angle. This is the best angle. Keep it rolling through. Very difficult to say. Yes, I am satisfied. I have no conclusive evidence to say whether it touched. So I give the it's out. I give it as out.
Siri had a look, took a long while, all angles by umpire Ravindra Vimalasiri, and he's finally given it out. Chamari Atapattu has to go. She's annoyed with herself, but that was brilliant. Super fielding by Cornell. What a comeback by Cornell. She dropped a sitter, but it hasn't cost West Indies much, and she's pulled off a stunner on the boundary. Those are never easy, especially to keep yourself within the ropes, not touching the ropes. Sri Lanka have lost Atapattu at a very important moment. Now they are 91 for 3 with approximately 6.3 overs left.
I would say a crucial breakthrough. Hasini Pereira comes in at number 5. Batted well in the ODI series, yet to bat well in the T20Is. Atapattu's dismissal could be a difference of 15 to 20 runs. She just started to break free. Cornell got close to the boundary rope, agonizingly close, where we have to go through number of replays. Now Sri Lanka once again needing to rebuild. Still, best part of 6 overs remaining.
It's Hasini Pereira is the new batter. 46 are best. Averaging just 12. She will feel that she could improve on those numbers, but of lately She has been a much more consistent player. You could see in the early part of her career for a number of years was not consistent, got the odd good score but didn't deliver as expected. In the last 1 year or so, batting has grown, like the entire Sri Lankan team has grown. She has grown as a player, as a senior player. That catch again, kept herself inside the rope corner, did well to not touch the rope side field and rightly given out Chamari Atapattu. So these two players now, they are senior players. They'll be looking to bat. They have Nilakshmi Silva to follow and try to get probably another 40 runs for Sri Lanka, 40 to 45 runs in this balanced 6 overs.
Like I said, Sri Lankan batters overall stats aren't looking all that impressive, but during 1.5 years they've been performing outstandingly well. Another dot ball to complete a very good over. Wicket being taken, a lane conceding 11 for 1 after 14. Sri Lanka 92 for 3. Once again, having a look at the scorecard, Chamari Atapattu just being dismissed. 38 of 38, starting to look good. Now Dilhari and Hashini Perera, two very capable batters. Nilakshmi Silva to follow. Sri Lanka will no doubt looking at the possibilities of adding another 50 runs at least. Otherwise, they should be disappointed if they can't go beyond that mark.
Ramarak into a second over, very expensive first over, gave away 12 runs. She's had a very good tour, disciplined with the ball, hasn't picked up lots of wickets, but has been economical. We were talking about Alin. Whenever she comes on to bowl, she picks up a wicket. She's been that partnership breaker for West Indies. You know, she's bowls just medium pace, but has been able, if you look at this throughout the series, he's always come up and picked up the wicket and got set batters out. That was a crucial one of Atapattu.
Outside edge, no fielders, onto the fence, 4 more runs. Dilhari keep things moving for Sri Lanka.
Ramarak hasn't been lucky at all today, isn't it, Damika? Look at that one. Dilhari looking to hit it over extra cover. The ball ends up at the third man boundary. Outside edge. You can't set a field for that one. Luck not going West Indies' way.
Ricky, Sri Lanka whitewashed West Indies in the ODI series, and Sri Lanka's best ever ICC ranking, 5th, and they've been working up on T20 rankings as well.
That's a good shot.
Get it in.
Will they come back for 2?
Back up.
Oh. Settles for 1. That was a good throw. Throw was not accurate, but the release was quick enough. So to put the pressure on the batters not to go for the second run. That's a good in the field. Yes, while Sri Lanka went up, I think West Indies ranking dropped 1, isn't it? So they won't be happy with that. They have a lot of catching up to do now on the next tour to India. While Sri Lanka is on the rise, they will be looking to get even better after that tour to Ireland.
She finds the outside edge. Ramarak strikes. Hashini Perera fishing outside the O stump. Well taken. Those are not easy.
Yes, sir. Hashini Perera failure today. Didn't get going. Outside the off stump. Looking to cut that away. Faint edge to the wicket keeper. Good collection behind the stumps. So Ramarak deserves that wicket. Campbell, the wicket keeper. Perera out for 2. It's 98 for 4.
A very experienced Nilaksha De Silva walks in at number 6. Nilaksha De Silva has been the finisher for Sri Lanka over a year and a half now. Very consistently doing the job. And if you can remember that partnership against West Indies in the third one-day, 100 plus, there aren't so many 100 plus partnerships for Sri Lanka in any format of cricket. So Nilaksha De Silva, key player at this stage especially.
Kavisha Dillar is looking good. 24 now of 19. Sorry, that was De Silva was off the mark. 23 of 18. That was the last wicket to fall. Good catch behind the stumps by Campbell. She's had her ups and downs as a wicket keeper. But overall, I think she's done a decent job. So 15 overs completed, 100 on the board. It's 100 for 4 with 5 overs to go.
So this is the Sri Lankan batting card. Atapattu, Samaravikrama and Dilhari all getting in the act but not continuing, going on. And that's why Sri Lanka are 100 for 4 at the end of 15. A rate just above 6 runs and over. This one. Sri Lankan batters have favoured playing Fletcher across the line. I wonder whether they're really picking her on the googly or whether they're just trying to take her out by playing the and also trying to use the wind side of it. Again, that's what I'm referring to, Polly. But how successful have they been against Fletcher?
Definitely, Khosla, they got to be careful because they're playing against the spin for that. But Dilhari in particular has been getting those well up to now. Dilhari quite a capable batter, getting 26 or 20 deliveries. She got to bat till the end. That's what is needed from her.
Well, I did have a chat with the Sri Lankan coach earlier in the morning, and she said the problem that the Sri Lankan batters might be having, now this is Nilaksha De Silva, 90 games, but that average isn't looking good.
Get back. Yeah!
Oh, that's a beauty. That's a wonderful catch. Henry, the timing of the jump was perfect. And Kavisha Dilhari trying to clear the infield. Take a look at this again. Tossed up delivery. And this is our perfect timing. That's the advantage when you have the height.
Yes, definitely two wonderful catches taken by the West Indian girls. We had Shamilia Cornell getting holding on to the catch of Chamri Atapattu, and now Chanel Henry, another wonderful catch of Kavisha Dilhari. So Sri Lanka 102 for 5. We are in the 16th over after being put into bat.
And again, similar type of stroke from Amar Kanchana, the new batter in. I just was mentioning that Ramesh was saying is that Sri Lanka doesn't have a, like Amar Kanchana, she's in at number 7. So that's the reason that Sri Lanka is really struggling against right arm wrist spin. They don't have right arm leg spinner playing in the circuit. We do have one, but not real potential. Batting credentials don't speak much about Amar Kanchana, but she needs to play the innings of her life here. Again, tossed up. Get the second. Fletcher finishes a spell with 25 for 2. Now this is the last wicket that fell. That was a good catch. This is what you need. The fielders backing the bowlers. That's exactly what Henry did. Reached out the correct out. So Fletcher finishes her 4th with 2 for 25. It's 104 for 7. Fletcher. So Fletcher has had a very good T20 series. 2 for 25 from her 4. She had 4 wickets the previous day of 3.2 for 18. Changing the bowling. It's going to be Fletcher. Oh. Fraser. Fraser didn't have much of bowling in this series, Polly. Interesting to see what she bowls.
Yeah, I think the first time she's bowling in this series. 9 wickets, economy rate of 7.61. Best been 3 for 20. Rather good economy rate, Kosila.
Yeah, in the context of T20, you would say if you're somewhere around the 7.5, you got a decent economy rate. The moment it goes beyond 8, only that you've been on the expensive side. Nilakshi De Silva and Amar Kanchana, 2 experienced batters for Sri Lanka. How far can they take? Interesting move by Terry Matthews, considering the fact that Ramrak and Matthews has a few overs under their belt, bringing in Fraser in the 17th over of the innings.
Just towards the death end of the innings, Amar Kanchana and Nilakshi De Silva is the capable batter among these 2 batters. Nilakshi De Silva might be wanting to get onto the runs. She played some wonderful innings during the one-day series. Worked very nicely towards the final region. Get a single. Take the Sri Lankan total on to 106 for 5.
.22 balls remaining in the Sri Lankan innings. A runner ball will get them to 128, close to 130. But they will want to try and go into 130, 35, 140. They're coming back for 2, and that's misfield, or was there a misunderstanding between the 2 fielders? And it earned Nilakshi De Silva a boundary, and the Sri Lankans will take that. It's very decently placed, but I thought that wasn't a good effort. That was not a good effort. Commitment needed from the Windies. The Windies haven't fielded well today. They've held on to 2 good catches, but now Fletcher, 2 for 25 of her 4. Another full toss. It's up in the air. It falls short of Ramrak. They'll just pick a single.
Fletcher, Fraser bowling right up around the wicket. fast, medium fast bowler. Fraser, Cherry and Fraser bowling round the wicket to Lakshya De Silva. Now it's to Amakanchana. Short again. Misses that one. And one for the over signaled by the umpire.
Nelson on the board. These are a few of the fans who are coming this again. There you go.
A decent space in that. Cherry and Fraser. That time pitched up and nicely worked away towards the fine leg by Kanchana. Gets a single, taking the Sri Lankan score to 112. 17 overs gone. Sri Lanka 112 for 5. There you see the West Indian bowling card. Chenal Henry 1 for 16, Ali Allen 1 for 11, and Happy Fletcher 2 for 25, and Ramarak 1 for 20 are the wicket-taking bowlers. Sri Lanka 112 for 5 after 17 overs. Talking about Fletcher, Kosala, she has been the most successful bowler on tour for the West Indies.
Without a doubt. Balls remaining. Kanchana is 6. Silva is 7.
Allen been brought in. 1 for 14 bowling figures in 2.2 overs. Sri Lanka needs some big shots now. Just 16 deliveries remaining in this innings. 5 wickets intact.
So, Ash Fletcher has taken 8 wickets in this series. And this time, actually, trying to go big. It's very interesting to see Fraser being given an over because Allen's got overs under a belt. Cornell has, Fletcher, Henry has, Matthews has, Ramrak has. So I wonder what that move was by Haley Matthews.
Henry had bowled well in this innings. She has bowled just 2 overs. She got the initial wicket of Vishnu Gunaratna. Ali Allen now. Firmly hit down but didn't get hold of it properly. Wild swing at it by Kanchana. Gets a single. 117 for 5 Sri Lanka. They need a couple of boundaries at this stage, Kosala. Last couple of overs to go. See the Sri Lankan dugout.
That's poor. That's poor. Bowling a wide on that occasion. Now interesting to see that ball again. Now Alain, after delivering that ball, hurried back to her crease. Only a run. Interesting to find out whether the Windies are behind on time by an over or 2.
They got about 5 minutes remaining to bowl those 2 overs. If they can start that final over within that, then they'll be okay. One more delivery for this over. That's a nice hit. Got the edge or got the pad, I don't know. We'll wait and see. They get a single. Wait for the umpire signal.
Comedy of errors.
Leg by.
Leg by signal. It's the end of over number 18. Sri Lanka will end it at 120 for 5. This is the wickets to fall. The first to go was Vishnugunratna. And then Fletcher came into the party. So the first 2 wickets both been caught in bowls. And then Chamariyatapattu, that was a good catch in the deep by Cornell. Made sure that she kept it in. And this is the next one to go. Again, not reading the wrong one from Fletcher. And then Dilhari, well taken. So 2 wickets for Fletcher. Fraser has been given one more. Top edge, and that will run away to the boundary. You couldn't place anything better than that. Kanchana will pick up a boundary. Sri Lanka will move to 124. But just wanted to ask you, Polly, let's look at that again. Top edge, boundary. Would you be liking to colour your hair in that manner?
We were talking about this in the previous game too. Cherry and Fraser. Wonderful colour to have on your head. That's put away nicely this time again. But straight to the fielder. Just a single. Takes the score on to 125.
But it needs to blend with your skin tone as well, Polly. Where Fraser is concerned, I think that blending of the colour, it's picture perfect and looks very nice.
Yeah, of course, it got to suit you. That's the most important part of it. And this time again, nicely played. This time very cheeky. That's going towards the boundary, but well fielded there by Cornell again. There could be a good bit of running between the 2 batters. Get 2 more to the Sri Lankan total, 127 for 5.
So De Silva and Kanchana throwing everything at it that they got. Paddle sweep or the lap sweep or whatever you call it nowadays. There you go. I can remember during our school time we used to play a game called French cricket, and you see a shot like that coming in there in French cricket. But nowadays these have been manufactured into the modern day of cricket.
Yes, they're throwing their bats at everything. There you see the bowling card of the West Indian girls. Channel Henry 1 for 16 of 3. Happy Fletcher 2 for 25 of 4. Ali Allen 1 for 18 of 3. Again swung widely, then that's going past the cow point fielder to the boundary for 4. 4 more to Kanchana, takes it on to 17 and the score to 132.
Much premeditated, I would say. She was moving outside the leg stump, looking for that room, looking for that gap at the sweeper cover, and round the wicket. Didn't help Fraser with that angle towards the offside. It made things easier for Ama Kanchana. So Sri Lanka get past that total that we were looking at, say 130. They got to 132. Anything beyond this becomes the added bonus now for Sri Lanka and the pressure on the Windies team. Oh, they're coming back for 2. There's a chance of a run out. Now this will definitely go upstairs. Did Nilakshi De Silva get her bat in time? That's what we need to look at. But I felt that Fraser was a fraction slow.
Angle, please.
Okay, sir.
Collected cleanly. Okay, I am satisfied. I have a decision to the lights, please. Can you focus light? My decision is out. Repeat, out.
Easy one for umpire Vimalasiri, the third umpire. Nilakshi De Silva, but she played her hand. 12 of 8. Used her experience. Makes a walk back. She's out for 12. Sri Lanka 133 for 6.
Sachin Indes Sansala coming in at number 8. Sri Lanka 133 for 6. They've done well after being put into bat. Amar Kanchana on 18 runs coming off 14 deliveries. So Ale into bowl the final over.
Ali Allen has got the better of Sachin Indes Sansala. So Sachin Indes Sansala cannot trouble the scorers. She has to depart for 0. It's 133 for 7.
That's Kavya Kavindi coming in at number 9.
Kanchana, to me, should be the batter who should take strike most in this over. This is the follow the wicket. She was never in line, just swinging at it.
Well, the Sri Lankan batters looking for the runs. They're throwing their bats at everything. So it's again well played, but straight to the fielder there, down to the mid-wicket area.
Back up. Good.
One more to Kanchana, takes her on to 19, and the score to 135.
This is good from LA. It's been a very good over. Just the 2 runs, wicket and a dot ball. How well can Sri Lanka finish? 135 for 7. That's the Sri Lankan think tank. Ramesh Ratnayaka, Carmen Mahapatuna. Gets a boundary. Sri Lanka will take it, not where Kavya Kavindi intended, but Polly, she will take it.
It's definitely, they're swinging at everything, getting those runs. A valiant attempt there, but could not get hold on to it. 4 more runs to, this time it was Kavindi, taking the Sri Lankan total 139. 1 more delivery remaining in this innings, 1 more legal delivery. Ali Alain 2 for 23 up to now. Puller delivery probably towards the mid-wicket region, and the batsmen going for their second run. And they're getting quite easily looking for the third. Happy with that. 2 more runs to the total takes the score to 141. So Sri Lanka 141 for 7 after 20 overs. Of course, Sri Lanka getting 141 for 7. You might be quite happy with that total.
I feel it's a good total. Anything beyond 130 I felt was a good total to bat to get on this surface.
You see the Sri Lankan card, Vishnu Gunaratna for 2, Chamri Attapattu 38, Samara Vikrama 28, Kavin Dilhari 26, and then Nilakshi Silva 12 and Kanchana 19 not out. For the batters to come into double figures with 20 after 8 extras in 20 overs, 141 for 7. West Indian bowling, as I said, Channel Henry 1 for 16, Afi Ali Alain 2 for 25, and Afi Fletcher also 2 for 25, and Ramharak 1 for 20 were the wicket takers. So Polar wickets, one first at 2, 57, 91, 98, 102, 133, 133, and Sri Lanka 20 overs, 141 for 7.
So this is how things started. Vishnu Gunaratna was the first to go very early in the innings, but then the maestro Shamari Attapattu with Samara Vikrama put on a very decent partnership in quick time, restored the Sri Lankan innings, playing good decent shots to all over the place. Samara Vikrama was pretty good bat, and this Shamari Attapattu, we all know how she is and how severe she is when she gets it in that area. But Samara Vikrama was dismissed by Fletcher, and then Attapattu kept on going with the big heaves, and Kavisha Dilhari with Attapattu again got them in a good position. But this is a very good catch. This is a 6, but then Kavisha Dilhari back, and some laps in the fielding, but this is the catch, very well taken in the deep to get rid of the dangerous Attapattu. In a quick succession for, and then Dilhari was brilliantly caught by Henry, and then a little bit of a partnership between Ama Kanchana and Nilakshi De Silva made sure that Sri Lanka got to that target of 140. So the target for the Windies women's team is 142 to win at 7.05 over. We'll be back with you as soon as the run chase is on.
Welcome back to the Mahinda Rajapaksa International Stadium, Surya Weber, for the West Indies run chase. Well, it has been a very good first session of play here in the third T20 game in this three-match series. West Indies need 142 to win at 7.10. Well, Sri Lanka were put into bat. They had a slow start, but Chamariri Athapattu managed to get a few boundaries in that maiden innings until she was dismissed. Then West Indies had the opportunity to try and pick back the Sri Lankans, but towards the latter part of the innings, there were some good blows. Amar Kanchana managed to hit a few boundaries. So did Nilakshi De Silva. They managed to propel that score to 141. Hayley Matthews, Stephanie Taylor is out there. The two senior players of this team, the two run machines. Can they get a good foundation, a good start to put West Indies on course? For me, this game all depends on these two players.
Yeah, exactly. In the previous T20 International, Stephanie Taylor decided to play the role of anchoring the innings through, but Hayley Matthews went for her shots, got on to a good start. Similar type of role Stephanie Taylor might adapt herself in this game too. She'll be trying to bat the right innings right throughout the innings, and all the rest of the batters to bat around her. There you see Taylor, 3,305 runs, highest been 90, average of 35.16. Strike rate is quite poor, Ricky, 34.186 was Stephanie Taylor's strike rate. That must be not correct, I'm sure.
So Dasanayaka, the left arm spinner, has been given the ball. Susantika Kumari Dasanayaka angles it into the pads. Interesting option by the Sri Lankans, deciding to go with spin. We would have expected Kavya Kar with the Amar Kanchana to take the new ball. So Sri Lanka deciding to go with spin. A good economy rate, 54 wickets. She's a good bowler. A lot of promise. Certainly has bowled well over the last couple of years, along with Inoka Ranavira has been in and out of the side, but now sort of a permanent fixture in both the 50 over and T20 formats. Dasanayaka. This is an interesting battle. Eases it through that offside. Beautifully played. Stephanie Taylor at her very best. Now this is the type of cricket she can play. When she's in good form, she's a delight to watch. And look at that, that was effortless. A strong offside field, and still she manages to get it through that gap to pick up a first boundary and get this West Indies innings underway.
Lovely shot. That was a fuller delivery, nicely placed between the cover and extra cover fielder. Straight to the boundary to Taylor. She's off the mark. West Indies 4 for no loss. Chasing a total of 142 to win this game. Further need 138 runs.
Yes, it's also interesting tactics, interesting choice by West Indies to go with their two best players, their two experienced hands right at the top. You know, generally you will feel that you will keep one of them probably in the middle order while opening with the other, just to sort of balance out things and sort of stabilize that middle order. But the West Indies thinking otherwise, thinking we'll go at the top, get the maximum as possible, utilize most of the overs with their two best players. Good comeback after being hit for 5 runs off that over. West Indies have started off well. First over completed, 5 without loss. So there you go, the LPL match tickets out for 2024. The Lanka Premier League. You see the stands, A lower, B lower. Then we have the grandstands tickets as well, 750 rupees, 3,000 rupees grandstand, top level 800 and 1500. And the grass embankments for people who want to relax and watch the game, who don't bother about the sun, who like to wait in the sun as well. The cheaper tickets for rupees 200. So go grab your LPL tickets quickly as possible and follow the 4 teams that would be part. A lot of international stars will be on a display. Kavya Kawindi, 6 wickets in 9 games. She's been steady. We saw in the one-day series too. A good young bowler. Pierces the gap. Effortless. Stephanie Taylor has come out there with a purpose. In the last game, she remained unbeaten, got into the 20s, saw her team home, didn't get going at all in the 50-over format. And I mentioned in the last game, she will want to finish this series off with a statement. You know, she's such a good player, quality player over the years. And today, she's really showing what she's capable of.
Yeah, in the previous game she was playing the anchor role, but today she has got off to a good start. Talking about these two batters opening the innings, definitely one got to play anchor role, but throughout the innings, whereas the other must be definitely wanting to get a good start for the West Indies. That's nicely played against by Stephanie Taylor. Gets a single. So the West Indian total moves on to 10 and Stephanie Taylor on 9.
It seems that the ball is coming on to the bat really well for the pacer bowlers or the medium pacers. Kavya Kawindi has to be very careful about her length, especially bowling to Taylor and Matthews. Cannot be too short. They're good cutters and pullers of the ball. It's a good total Sri Lanka have set. It won't be easy for West Indies. They have to get to 7 runs per over continuously.
It's definitely chasing 141 will not be easy. That's off the back foot by Matthews, who put towards the mid-wicket boundary. She gets 4, so she's off the mark with a boundary, taking the West Indian total on to 14.
The West Indies batters are coming hard at the Sri Lankans here in this power play overs. I just mentioned you cannot bowl short to these two players. They are very good off the back foot. This time it's a Hayley Matthews, quick to rock onto the back foot and pull it through that gap. So Kavya Kawindi under pressure here. Now she's conceded 2 boundaries in the first 3 deliveries. This time hits it hard into the ground. I think pace off the ball is the way to go on this surface. Sri Lanka will have to utilize their spinners quite quickly. I won't be surprised if Kawindi is taken out after this over. We may see the likes of Nisansala and Atapattu come into the attack rather quickly. Chamari might bowl over here in the power play.
That's again nicely worked away towards the square leg boundary. There's a fielder there. Gets a single. Taking Matthews on to 5 and the score to 15. West Indies got off to a fairly decent start up to now. We're still in the second over. 15 runs on the board. And these two batters definitely might be wanting to put up a very good start to chase this total of 142 to win. This game nicely played this time by Stephanie Taylor. Gets a single. So end of that over, 2 overs gone. West Indies 16 for no loss.
So there you go, once again the LPL tickets on sale. You could go and grab your tickets at Sri Lanka Cricket. So these are the ticket prices for all the venues. Colombo, Dabula and Pallakali. These are the ticket prices for the stands. You could go purchase your tickets at Sri Lanka Cricket. for the upcoming LPL. And some of the best international players will be on display along with Sri Lanka internationals as well. Good bowling. As I predicted, Chamari Atabatu has straight away brought herself into the attack. Saw Taylor coming down the track early, bowled it wider, slower. Good thinking by the Sri Lankans, trying to take pace off the ball.
Another good delivery by Atabatu. Stephanie Taylor definitely played an anchor role in the second one-day T20 international. Might be wanting to do same today too. Chamari Atabatu 53 wickets.
Catch it.
That's nicely driven straight down the bowler, past the bowler. That's gone to the boundary for 4. 4 more to Taylor, takes her on to 14 and the score to 20.
Come on, Lamar.
That's a lovely shot there by Stephanie Taylor. Here you see that. 4 more runs to her of that. Takes her on to 14. West Indies off to a decent start. Chasing 142 to win this game. Chamari Atabatu bringing herself on from the pavilion end. Time dropping it short a bit. Stephanie Taylor off the back foot, pushing it towards the extra cover. No run. West Indies need another 122 runs to win in 17.2 overs. Required run rate coming up to close upon 6 runs per over. That's a well pitched up delivery this time by Chamari Atabatu. Another dot delivery, 4 runs coming in that over. 3 overs gone, West Indies 20 for no loss.
So these ticket prices are only for the Kandy matches, for the Pallekele International Stadium. The first set of matches at the Pallekele International Stadium are in Kandy, and the tickets are available at bookmyshow.com. So if you want to purchase your tickets, visit www.bookmyshow.com and purchase your tickets. These are for the matches to be played at the Pallekele International Stadium in Kandy. 750 rupees, 3,000, 1,005 and 200 rupees. So book your tickets fast and see some of the best international players in action, along with the Sri Lankan internationals and of course the local crop of cricketers, the LPL 2024.
So West Indies 20 runs on the board in 3 overs. Quite a decent start. Amar Kanchana being brought in. Firmly driven past mid-on. That's going towards the boundary. 4 more runs, and this time it's to Hayley Matthews.
Stand and deliver, Hayley Matthews. That was full. That was in the slot, and brutal power. She tried the slow delivery. I feel the leg cutter rolled the fingers over it, but Hayley Matthews picked it up early. And no chance for that mid-on fielder. These two are looking in very fine touch at the moment. 24 already on the board. Sri Lanka need to do something to try and get a wicket here. Break the partnership, if not slow down the run rate. So Amar Kanchana straight away under pressure in the very first delivery.
This time another very good single taken between these two batters. Hayley Matthews moves on to 10 now and has scored to 25. West Indies definitely off to a very decent start. These two senior batters in the lineup, Hayley Matthews and Stephanie Taylor.